From out in the community to the prisons, there's no place she won't go. Yeah, you know it. It's Miss Community Flow. Keeping it community.
The melanin in our skin makes us
so tough.
If you try to hold us down, we just
rise up.
When we come together,
we're so brilliant.
Creatively amazing.
Black resilience.
There you go. There you go. Welcome to the Close Show. Clap it up.
Yes, we's back.
Man.
We's back.
We got Mr. V joining us, and why me?
Yes.
And you're back at it. Wow. The last time we were together, we were at MLK Community Day.
Yes.
Set it on fire.
Yes.
Talking about our resilience is 365. It's not just one day. It's not just about one leader. It's happening in our lives every single day. So I want to shout out the students that are joining us.
Yes.
We have Shania representing Henrico High School, Alana representing my alma mater, Armstrong High School, and Samaya also representing Armstrong High School. Yes. And then we got Keyshawn. He graduated a few years ago from John Marshall, but he's in the building. All right, so whenever you come into the show, you got something going on for your nonprofit, Why Me?
Yes.
What's the latest?
So right now, this is mind-blowing. So that song, Black Resilience, that we were just reciting and that we performed at MLK Community Day, that song, we mentioned 6 Black history people, and one of them, the last one, save the best for last, his name is John T. Ward. John T. Ward had, back in like 1859, had a contract with the government moving goods, and he decided to join forces with his son in 1881 and start their own business, and it is a moving company. And till this day, he is the first Black person to have the longest Black-owned business that's still up and running in Ohio.
Really?
And that's amazing. Yes.
Clap it up. That's good. Y'all got to know this.
Yes. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go a step further. While I was out on Facebook just sending out the music video, Black Resilience, where we talk about John T. Ward and 5 other Black history characters, somebody got in contact with me and said, I love the music video. I'm launching a book on him. And I said, I noticed your last name is Ward. Are you related to John T. Ward? She said, I am his great-great-great-granddaughter.
Really?
I said, what? So I say, what? And she said, I'm launching a book on him, and I want you guys there to perform your song.
Really? This is good. And you have to go on all social media. And where can my listeners listen to this song or stream it, download it?
Oh, definitely. It's on all digital media platforms. It's under the title Dynasty Music Coalition Album Volume 1, where you can stream Black Resilience. It's also on our website. The video is a music video and a song, MP3 you could download. It's dynastymusiclive.com, dynastymusiclive.com, and the song is called Black Resilience.
Black Resilience.
Yes.
I love it. If you go to my Instagram page, you can see the performance live there as well from MLK Community Day.
Okay.
And folks will be like, yeah, we're going to get them back. We're going to do this.
Yes.
And I think it's wonderful for us to understand it's not Black.
Right.
It is Black resilience, which spills over into the United States of America, the world as a whole.
Any race.
But for you to tap into this, I think it is great when you talk about John T. Ward and the others that you were highlighting in the Black Resilience song.
Mm-hmm.
So now, John T. Ward's great-great-great-granddaughter
all them greats
wants you to perform live Black Resilience in Ohio.
Yes, June.
Well,
in June.
Not far away.
Right.
So how you going to get the teens there? How you going?
So we started a GoFundMe page. And you can go to the GoFundMe page. The title is Help Fund Teens for Black History Performance Trip to Ohio. So you can go to GoFundMe and just type that in the title, the search bar, Help Fund Teens for a Black History Performance Trip to Ohio. Or you can call me, Mr. V, 804-218-5553, 804-218-5553.
You met John T. Ward. What is her name?
Shayna Ward.
Shayna Ward.
Yes.
And she's excited about this. What is it that, I guess when you had conversations, y'all had several conversations, right?
Yes,
her dad, her great-great-great-grandfather is an icon.
Yes.
Leaving a legacy, and that's something we always talk about, Black resilience and legacy.
Yes.
What were some of your conversations like with her when she said, you know what? I've been doing my research about my great-great-great-grandfather. I want to write a book.
mainly she was saying he's not getting the credit that he deserves. And that's one of the reasons why she was shocked that we're even talking about him. She's like, how did you even come across? So we decided to use the people that are not widely popular.
The unsung heroes.
Right. So she was basically saying she wrote a book to, expose the things that he did that was amazing, especially his connection to the Underground Railroad. He had a stop at his house where they stopped, and he helped them escape to freedom to the Underground Railroad. That's part of the song. But to hear it from her, she goes into detail, and I'm just excited, to be able to shine a spotlight on somebody that, needs more recognition, Yep.
And so she's going to have a book signing.
Yes.
Coming up when?
It's June 21st in Ohio.
June 21st in Ohio. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a big celebration.
Oh, definitely.
And Why Me is going to be performing live.
We're going to be there. You guys go ahead and, help us out with the GoFundMe so we can make that trip. Allowing these teens to, be a part of Black history still in the making is incredible.
You ready to go, Samaya?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So how do you feel about performing, for this June performance and all of our performances anyway?
I think it's a great opportunity to get out or learn and travel, and our hard work will be recognized. It's good to have our hard work recognized, that we've performed all over Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And someone finally, recognized us for what we do, as teens. I feel like we need a mentor like Ministry V to
Very good.
Keep us out of the streets. Because I've noticed that lately, not lately, I've noticed that some of my friends, they haven't had the chance to travel a lot outside of their neighborhoods or just Richmond in general. And I was like, the farthest that you've ever been was King of the Men? I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, it's up the road a piece, 30 minutes.
Yeah. And I was like, I have to get you guys to go somewhere. And I feel like this is the great way to get them to get out of Richmond, to experience new things and be great.
That's right. Samaya, I love that. I mean, she's from Armstrong High School, of course, to be great.
Yeah.
And those are just some of the things we rarely talk about. You do what you do, and I do what I do in the community and organizations, but we want to teach our teens to be great.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, they're not going to be, it's a lot of distraction where they are locally. Sometimes you have good peers and you have some not so good peers. And then you have some not so good people that you go to school with or even in your household. But just to give them an opportunity to meet people from different walks of life and who was selected.
Right.
Selected. Samaya, y'all were selected. So all eyes are on you from Ohio. Then once Ohio sees it,
right,
then how many other cities will see it?
This is the start.
And then the next thing you know, Why Me is on the road.
Right.
All around the U.S. and globally.
That's the vision.
And I think this is good stuff with the vision of Mr. V. Thank you so much for all you do. And we appreciate you so much.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I just want to hear from this wonderful student named Alana. Yeah, she's awesome. She's been with us. I can't believe it. She told me today she's 18. I didn't know she was 18 already. To me, she's still 14, like when I met her. But she's, how do you feel about this trip to Ohio?
Honestly, I believe that Black resilience, even our song, even if it's not our song, I feel like it's the pivot point of Black excellence, Black education. So going out to another state to be able to spread the word and be able to just inform older people or teens my age, it'll be great just for the community, for Black people in general. I think that it's a great opportunity.
Alana, and I love what you said, because you're going to be pivoting and you're going to be doing something different. But most importantly, again, we're going back to that word of being great. And a lot of times when it comes to our communities and the nation as a whole, we want to wipe away. But our history is good.
Right.
Our history is really, really good. And if we could grab on to our history of us being educators, scientists, researchers, inventors, the first to do it. Don't believe when you say the first African American in all instances. There are times we were the first to do it of any race.
Right.
So Mr. V. Yeah, I love it. Why me, baby? Why me? We're going to take another break and come on back because we're going to hear from who?
We're going to hear from Miss Janine Garland, which has been instrumental to Why Me since 2009, the conception, and Shayna Ward.
Wow, John T. Ward's great granddaughter is joining us on Community Conversations. Stay close.
The melanin in our skin makes us
So tough.
If you try to hold us down, we just
Rise up.
When we come together,
We're so brilliant.
creatively amazing.
Black resilience.
There you go. Welcome to the Close Show. Clap it up.
Yes, we's back.
Man.
We's back.
Welcome back to Community Conversations. My very special guests are teens from all over the city of Richmond, and of course, Mr. V of Why Me. Welcome back.
Hey, good to be back.
It's been a wonderful show. We've been talking about helping fund teens for Black History Performance, a trip to Ohio. And the highlight is on John T. Ward. And we've been talking about Shauna Ward, his great-granddaughter. She's joining us on the show right now. First of all, we want to have a conversation with you, Janine, to talk about Why Me and this engagement and how we're going to trek it on to Ohio.
Yes, awesome. Well, hello again, everyone. I've been a Why Me affiliate and a member of the board shortly after its conception in 2010 when Mr. V saw a need. He prayed, devised his plan that was fueled by his passion to make a positive difference in the lives of RVA's inner city youth. Mr. V's enthusiasm, as you know, for the program in itself was so intense and profound that it was clear that he was deeply invested in its success and purpose. That's when I knew that I was making the right decision to be a part and bring my daughter to be a part of the program, and she loved it all throughout her years in high school. Why Me equipped her with life skills that helped her navigate through high school successfully. She was introduced to skating during the many, many skating events, which boosted her confidence and got her out of her shell. She was also taught fundamental skills, morals, and the understanding of getting back to the community through the community service program, plus earned her additional seal on her advanced diploma for the hours spent getting back to the community, with visiting the elderly and serving at the food pantries and the litter pickups. And of course, as Why Me evolved, she grew up, graduated and everything, and Dynasty Music Production Company was birthed because of Mr. V's and the teens' love for God and their love for music.
Yes.
When they are recording, they understand that what they are doing is not just making music, but it's a movement that produces clean, inspirational music that gives them a deeper insight into their lives and the lives of others. This has made way for their voices to be used to educate others about issues that impact the world. And one of those topics is Black history and how this embodies the rich and complex tapestry of experiences, achievements, and contributions of people of African descent, and serving as a crucial reminder of the struggles, triumphs, and enduring legacy that shapes our world. One of the prominent figures in Black history is the remarkable John T. Ward, who is highlighted in the song entitled Black Resilience. This song has presented a life-changing opportunity to our teens with an invitation to perform at the Legacy and Liberty book launch on June 21st in Ohio by one of Mr. Ward's descendants.
Janine, thank you so much. And we want all folks to please support. Don't you agree, Mr. V?
Yes, this is awesome. I love to hear this stuff.
All right, so we've been talking about the great-great-granddaughter of John T. Ward. Now we want to introduce the community to Shauna Ward. Welcome to Community Conversations. How you doing?
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me. First, I want to just say I think this is a divine connection. Beginning my research about my great-great-grandfather, John T. Ward. He was born, actually, in Richmond, Virginia, but get the book, you'll see the truth unfold. But The Bequest of John T. Ward is a powerful historical novel that brings his legacy to life. I think this is very important, and why this matters is that we're in a time when history is being silenced in many classrooms, and this book is an event that can, that it has some truth-telling, can give our youth some pride, and passing the torch to the next generation. So this summer, we're bringing history to life and the future to the stage. On June 21st in Columbus, Ohio, we're going to honor the legacy of a true American hero, John T. Ward, a fearless conductor on the Underground Railroad. He was the founder of the oldest Black-owned business in America that is still in operation today. And his story, once buried in the shadows of history, is now going to be told in a powerful new book. I can't wait to remember. To share my childhood experiences, his history, but I'm just really excited. Just remembering the past, we're all raising up the future. So I'm excited for a group of talented inner city youth to come and travel to Columbus to perform an original piece called Black Resilience. And again, I feel like this is really a divine connection because that is part of the subtitle of my book about Black resilience in this country.
See how God puts it all together?
I'm really excited.
Yeah. He put it all together. And this is something that Mr. B really believed in, because we have an event called MLK Day. So every year he comes and he performs, and this Black resilience, it's literally one of the greatest performance. So then when he reached out to me and said, the great-great-granddaughter of John T. Ward reached out to me and want us to go to Ohio and perform this very song, I'm saying we gotta let the whole world know about this.
Yes,
Right.
I'm excited.
And it was just a feeling, wanting them to come. Didn't realize how far they were. So that is the challenge. And so hopefully everyone could chip in and help and get these kids here. I have another group that is welcoming them to come and even do tours in some of the Underground Railroad sites southern of Ohio.
Wow, this is great. This is good stuff. Shauna Ward, the great-great-great-granddaughter of John T. Ward, our unsung hero, but he's our hero and legacy for life.
The melanin in our skin makes us
So tough.
If you try to hold us down, we just
Rise up.
When we come together,
What's so brilliant?
creatively amazing.
Black resilience.
There it is. Yes. Whitney is joining me on the show, and whenever they're on the show, it is all about raising up our rich history. And I want to thank you, Mr. V, for all you do. I want to thank Shania for being here, Alana and Samaya for being here, and then, of course, Keyshawn. He's in the back for being here as well.
He's security.
He's security.
Yeah.
Security. Well, we have the GoFundMe because you were tapped by the great-great-great-granddaughter of John T. Ward, one of the big greats in history from Ohio, to perform Black Resilience live at her book signing. It's going to be a big celebration in Ohio. So we're trying to get all of the teens there with the Help Fund Teens for Black History performance trip to Ohio. Talk about that and how our Radio 1 listeners can support.
Yes, and number one, I like to thank the people that have donated already. We're already at $1,400 and I think $40, something like that. It's amazing. I thank everybody for giving. This is just a start. We're trying to raise $5,000 or more because we want this to be an experience, not just a trip, but an experience for these young people to keep contributing to Black history and still in the making. So we're trying to go down there and maybe instead of staying for 1 or 2 nights, stay like maybe 3 or 4 nights because we would like to go to this African American Black History Museum down there. We want to go roller skating. We want to go, we want to eat good, eat healthy, and perform for, Shana Ward's great-great-great-grandfather, John T. Ward. So we want to make this an experience, and we want to rent a van instead of, I have a 15-passenger van, but we rather rent a newer van. My vans are not that new. They're 2012. I'd rather get a newer van with more space so we can have, more space to be comfortable. And so, we're just encouraging everybody to help us reach our goal or help us exceed our goal of $5,000. We're at $1,400 already. You can go to GoFundMe and just type in the search box, Help Fund Teens for Black History Performance Trip to Ohio. Or you can call or text me, Mr. V, 804-218-5553.
Well, I was honored to donate.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we want to do that and wanted to do that on behalf of my daughter. And I think we as a community, I know we're in the midst of a lot going on, but just to give our inner city kids this opportunity where they were highlighted and folks are watching them from Ohio. John T. Ward, whose great-great-granddaughter recognized this, and John T. Ward was a tall puller in community.
Yes.
It's safe to say he was like a millionaire.
Oh, definitely. How do you have a government contract, back in 1859, any of that time period?
Right.
And then start your own business with your son in 1881, and it's still up and running. So this is just amazing. This is just one person.
Yeah. So who's sponsoring this whole trip to Ohio?
Gotcha. So I'm glad you asked. So the sponsor for this trip and the sponsor for my nonprofit on a regular basis is the Baptizers Affordable Power Washing Company.
Yes.
And Green Velvet Lawn, where we manage your turf. We spray your grass, just like Virginia Green and True Green. It's a turf management business. So the Baptizers, and by the way, it's time to get your house power washed right now, by the way. I just did your mom's house.
Yes, you did.
I just power washed her house a few days ago.
And the sidewalk again.
And the sidewalk again.
Yes,
and the driveway.
I saw it. Driveway, yep.
So it's time to get your house power washed. I do lawn treatments like Virginia Green. I spray the chemicals for the weed control, keep the weeds at bay, do the aeration, all of that. And I'm just proud to say that my two businesses sponsor the nonprofit organization, Why Me, for the gas, for the food, for our activities. I'm talking about on a normal basis. But this is a bigger deal right here. So we're kind of coming to the community and asking if you guys can go to GoFundMe, type in the search title, Help Fund Teens for Black History Performance Trip to Ohio. Be a part of our success. This is the beginning. We're representing Richmond in Ohio. And we're representing, the teens are representing these Black history figures that were amazing versus teens doing all the negative stuff that you hear about.
Yes.
These teens are doing positive things. So instead of talking about the ones doing negative things, help us do positive things.
You just sold that, brother. Absolutely. I think I'm going to give again. I'm going to donate again. For more information, please help fund Teens for Black History Performance Trip to Ohio, that GoFundMe, or you can give Mr. V a call at 804-218-5553. Any closing remarks before we go? Because we wrapping up.
Yes. We're just a shout out to everybody that gave, and a shout out in advance to everybody that's going to give. I know we're going to exceed our expectation. And again, this is the beginning. We're going to record content while we're out there. It'll be on our Facebook. So, yes, just support, and watch what God do.
Uh-oh. Well, you said it. That's how we're going to sum it up. Watch what God does. This has been Community Conversations. I am Community Chloe. Thank you for listening.
Whether it's collecting toys for families in need, sending kids to camp for the summer, raising funds for breast cancer, or keeping us up to date with everything community, then you must be talking about Miss Community Chloe.
I love that, she's there for me when I need her to be.